All rise, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, everyone, or good afternoon, I should say. We have a presentation tonight, or let me go back. We have a presentation this afternoon from Covenant Bank regarding our amphitheater. May I ask the folks from Covenant Bank to come forward? We entered into a relationship with Covenant Bank for our amphitheater, which was just recently constructed and installed in Central Park. Covenant Bank has graciously agreed to be our sponsor on the amphitheater for the next 5 years, and it will earn us
$41,000.
$41,000, and their sign should go up pretty soon. And we are actually executing the memorandum, which has been approved already by the supervisors. Yes, correct. And we're going to give you guys a copy, and we're going to get a check. Is that right? Which is like really cool.
Not my typical size.
There you go.
Excellent. Who's going to be in the check signing?
You.
Check signing picture.
Why don't you?
Yeah.
Come on board.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, come on board. Thank you very much. Your picture.
Now we're in the board. You boys.
Come on, guys. Just smile.
Does it shift this way a little bit? Because I want flag.
Say something, you can have a picture.
But it's an installment.
Guys ready? Ready. Next time. Okay.
President said enough is enough.
Perfect. Thank you.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Oh, yes. Thank you so much. I got the check.
The check.
Checks in the mail?
Get the real.
Checks in the mail?
Thank you very much, Covenant Bank. Covenant Bank. Okay. And that's your executed copy. Okay, prior to the start of tonight's meeting, this afternoon's meeting, we had an executive session regarding personnel matters. Any visitors or public comment tonight, or today? I'm going to have Tom. No? Seeing no hands? Announcements. The next meeting of this board is Tuesday, October 20th, and we'll be doing it at 7 p.m., so I can be straight about the time. We're going to have a Ways and Means Committee meeting right after this meeting at 5 o'clock with a budget, as a budget work session. And we're going to hold an additional budget work session on Wednesday, October 14th at 4 p.m. and Tuesday, October 20th at 4:30 p.m. And we really encourage you all to come. We need volunteers for the Bridgepoint Park. We're going to be cleaning up and we're going to be planting. So visit our website. That's going to happen Saturday, October 10th, 2015, from 9 to 12 noon. We're going to be closed on Monday, October 12th for Columbus Day. Halloween, which is Howloween, which is about the dogs, will be at the dog park October 24th, 10 a.m. to 1. It's a fun thing. Bring your dogs, dress like your dogs, and you might win a prize. And there's more information about that on doylestownpa.org. Doylestown Township Leaf and Yard Waste Recycling drop-off site is every third Saturday of the month at New Britain Road, access to Central Park, between 9 a.m. and 11. Next item on the agenda is approval for the minutes from the September 15, 2015 meeting. Has everyone had a chance to review the minutes?
Make a motion to approve September 15th minutes.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second? Questions?
Questions.
Correction.
On page 6 of the meeting minutes, it talks about the smaller parking spaces proposed are too small, where 5 to 7% of the parking are not within the township's code. It really was that they are within the township's code. it was 95, 93% are not within, so it was reversed a little bit there.
Okay. Do you understand the correction?
Yes.
Corrections noted. Anything else? With that correction, I'm going to call the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, next item on the agenda, correspondences. Any correspondence?
No, we have nothing.
Okay. Reports from the solicitor.
Nothing at this point, Madam Chairperson.
Chief?
Nothing at this time.
Mario?
Nothing at this time.
Manager?
Yes, we have the vacancies on our boards and commissions that Jackie sent out, the request for any of our board members that want to be reappointed, and you see that we have at least 13 vacancies that we've started to advertise for and are seeking information. People can still apply by October 15th.
Can you run them down real quick, just?
Certainly. The Agricultural Security Advisory Council, the Central Bucks Senior Task Force, the Environmental Advisory Council, the Friends of Kids Castle, Park and Recreation, Public Water and Sewer Advisory Council, Telecommunications Advisory Board, the Traffic Advisory Board, the Uniform Construction Code Board of Appeals, and the Ways and Means Committee.
Thank you. All right, anything else?
Not at this time. The application deadline is still open till October 15th. If anyone is interested, I encourage you to submit a resume and letter to the board.
I'm going to ask you to add one more, and that is a request to advertise for the zoning hearing board.
Will do.
Thank you. All right, supervisors. Sean, Denny?
Thank you. Just one quick comment, and it's actually a compliment to our crew. Paul and the rest of the guys, they've been working under serious conditions trying to work on the Chapman Bridge, and this undertaking of diverting water and working with the Conservation District, of course, and such, underneath, it's been ongoing, but they wrapped it up there. We're wrapping up today, I think, using this marine grade paint. Even that is, you have to take extra steps with all this stuff. So anyhow, glad they got it done.
So
before.
you're saying they did a great job, and thanks a lot, guys?
They did a pretty. No, they did an excellent
They did a
job.
great
job.
Especially under the circumstances.
Thank you, Paul. Please extend our thanks and appreciation to the crew.
That's all I
That's
have.
good, thank you. Do you have anything,
Nope,
Mr.
I was
Snyder?
just going to talk about Chapman, but
Okay.
no.
Ms. Colello?
I just had two comments. We received notice, Buckingham received notice, and maybe Stephanie can speak to it. The traffic light at York and Edison Furlong Road is going to be retimed and looked at and studied. So I think that'll solve I know it'll solve some of the problems we have up in that corner of the township. And the second one is a question. I saw a lot of suggested repairs from Mario for bridges. The total was like $52,000. Is that something that we should be planning for 2016? Is that something to be done as time goes by? Or I didn't quite understand the timeliness or lack thereof of that.
Actually, that's Pickering Courts in Somerson is the state's inspector for bridges
Okay.
For this area, and that came from Kevin in Mario's office, but they're doing it on behalf of PennDOT. Those are things that we'll be looking at, and some of those are minor repairs that we will need to address in our upcoming budget. Some will be needed to be taken care of. They'll evaluate it with Pannoni, who does our bridge inspections on the township side, and they'll be looking and working with the inspector from the state to see if what of those instructions need to be followed. And we'll all put whatever we need to into the budget for next year. We've already have some in there. I think we'll be okay on that side.
Okay, thanks.
Anything else?
No.
Brian, you have anything?
Just one quick update from Friends of Kids Castle. Just so everyone knows, as part of our ongoing improvements that are happening at Kids Castles, we have 4 new play pieces that have been installed in the playground, and the children are already playing on them. These 4 new play pieces are for children ages 2 to 5. And one of these pieces, which is called the Jet Spring Rider, was sponsored by Molly and John Gribb. So I want to extend our sincere thanks to the Gribb family for their financial support, which is going to continue helping us to build the Kingdom at Kids Castle. And there still are sponsorship opportunities available, and you can find out all of that and more at savekidscastle.org.
I know I just sounded like a commercial.
That
but-
sounds good. Good commercial. That's a good commercial. All right, I'm moving on to new business. Request for a vehicle auction, a 2003 GMC 3500 truck with plow. Where's Dick?
Dick is on vacation?
Oh, Dick's on vacation. All right, there's a memo from
Dan.
Dan
And,
Markloff
well, from
to
Dick, too,
you.
yes.
Is there a motion to approve the request?
Move to approve.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, permit fee waiver request for the scouting project at Tabor Home.
Yes, the Boy Scout, Alex, so I'm not quite sure how to say his last name, but Alex completed the structure that you see there for the pool over at Tabor and is looking for the fee waiver. I think it was a little over $200. And we have waived for Boy Scouts in the past. We did a fee waiver previously for Peter Hollander's when he did a project as well.
Is
So-
Alex Koronic here?
I don't believe he is.
Okay.
So-
Is there a motion to approve the waiver of this fee?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you. And then the foundations at the Manor is
Yes.
also asking for a waiver of a zoning fee of $649.
Yes.
And what's our history on that?
They paid the previous fees associated with the improvements to their patio area you see in the pictures. They're now looking to put shade structure over that patio as you see in the picture, and that's where that $649. They're a nonprofit. They serve in a facility that is one in the, it helps with the...
This is a county,
Yeah, this is a county nursing
Retirement home.
They have a nonprofit organization as part of it, and so they're looking to have that fee waived. They did pay the other building permit for the patio, though.
Is there a motion to approve the waiver of the zoning fee for the Chamonix Manors Foundation at the Manor? $649.
Move to approve.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you. We send a note to Kathy Bates.
We will.
Excellent. Then zoning hearing board application for 33 Neal Drive. Request for a special exception.
Yes, we have a zoning hearing board for an inpatient drug rehabilitation center for the former estate of Barney Jaron property on Neal Drive. And I believe we have some residents who may be here, may have some questions. Also, the applicant is here if the board has any questions concerning the operations of the proposed facility at this time.
Well, I think there are some questions. We got the zoning application. You guys were the Wawa a couple weeks ago, and now you are the applicant for...
no, John's shaking. He said, John, why don't you clarify what this...
You're not the Wawa?
Oh, it's the same
Builder?
lawyer.
Same
lawyer.
Same lawyer.
Same builder, however.
No, that's not the case. If you reviewed the application, my client is an investor limited partnership that took an assignment of the agreement of sale
Okay,
from the developer Buckingham Retail Properties, which had been the applicant for the Wawa and drugstore. This application involves only the Jaron property, and it's an investor limited partnership at this time. The applicant will not be the operator. We're saving, frankly, the detailed testimony concerning the facility to the zoning hearing board, where we think this application belongs. The application is very straightforward. It is a simple request for a special exception. I know everybody up at the front desk here knows that a special exception is a permitted use. It's not a variance, as was erroneously suggested by the newspaper article that appeared in the Intelligencer on Sunday. A lot of people had trouble with that. Your ordinance has only two criteria that must be met for a drug and alcohol rehabilitation center. Those are that it be licensed by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and that the tract of land be at least 5 acres. In this case, as we show on the plan that we filed with the application, this is a 5.5 acre property. It has frontage on Neal Drive and on 313. Access is proposed from Neal Drive, the street of lower order, which is appropriate under your subdivision ordinance. We will be presenting detailed testimony to the zoning hearing board. I can assure the township that the operator is an experienced operator, facilities throughout the in a number of states throughout the United States with more than 25 years experience. This is not going to be the first time someone has run this facility. I think everybody probably recognizes that there is a need throughout the country for facilities of this nature. It is not just an inpatient operation. The operator will provide a full range of inpatient and outpatient treatment programs. I'm not going to go through all of them today, but there'll be counseling, there'll be detoxification, short-term, long-term, inpatient and outpatient, and all sorts of programs that would be customarily expected at a full-service facility like we're proposing here. And that's really all I have to say tonight. Again, I really would rather not read about my evidence in the newspaper tomorrow.
About your evidence?
The evidence that we're going to present at the hearing in the newspaper.
No. We just wanted to make sure that, we know.
No, I understand, and I understand. I do understand. I mean, I know you would want to know that this is an experienced operator, not a new operator. We'll be presenting that testimony, but it's a national company with a national reputation and a national track record.
And it was not clear from your application whether it was inpatient.
Well, your ordinance doesn't distinguish. It allows you to go both. It's both inpatient and outpatient.
It wasn't clear from your application.
I agree. Stephanie called me, and I clarified that with her several weeks ago, frankly.
And frankly, we review every zoning hearing board application.
And I know that, and that's why we're here.
It's not just reviewing yours.
And that's why we're here, and I know that's the case.
Okay, thank you. Is there anyone here who has any comments, questions? You may not get your answers tonight, but we're certainly we'll listen to your questions or comments.
Here comes one.
Come on up. No, you can come up. You were moving first. Please identify yourself and your address.
Karen Murphy at 68 Valley View Drive. I guess one of our big concerns with this is that the entrance to the facility is into and out of our neighborhood. And I saw from the plan that they had about 80 parking spaces, and that seemed like an awful lot of traffic that will be coming through our neighborhood. And so we have obviously a lot of concerns about the hours of it and all of that. But that was one of the biggest things, because that's, our streets can't handle that much traffic.
Well said, then those things will be taken care of as we go forward. Mm-hmm. You understand that? Yep. Thank you. Anybody else? I saw a hand. Would you please go up to the microphone? Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
Barbara Schemp, Valley View Drive. I have a question about the Montessori school that is across the street. There is a Montessori school that is across
Plumstead.
Yes, it's a different township, but aren't the rules for the state of Pennsylvania?
I don't think
We'll look into that.
Okay.
First time I heard about it was tonight.
Okay. That particular operator, Karen Burkhart is her name, was told that she could only have a space for 12 students due to traffic. So now you're talking 80 parking spaces across the street. Just something to think about.
All right.
And how many inpatients are we talking about?
We don't know.
Another question.
We don't know. Those things will all be flushed out as we go down, as the
zoning hearing board takes the matter up.
Okay.
Yeah, and what happens in Plumstead, we really can't speak to, and so what happens here is what we have to deal with.
Okay.
Okay? Other comments? Sir?
My name is Joshua Beck, and I live on. My name is Joshua Beck. I live 110 Tabor Drive. I'm also just expressing concern for this facility. I know it's all being worked out. I understand that, through this meeting, but, just as a person that lives in that neighborhood, I'm concerned about it, and I have just a lot of issues, but like you said, everything's going to be flushed out. So there'll be more meetings that we can learn more valuable information, kind of have a really good idea, with what's going on, because not everybody in the neighborhood got all the same letters. Research was taken into place, which was, good on our behalf, because we learned more, but there's a lot of concern, neighbors, and I'm just wanting to address that,
There will be opportunity to express all your concerns and have them addressed.
Everyone should have gotten a notice who lives within 500 feet of the facility. And the zoning hearing board matter is scheduled for, John, do you know when it's scheduled?
October 19th.
October 19th in this room, 7 o'clock. So it'd be a good thing if you came here.
Okay?
So just a question, John, at that zoning hearing board, will all those details that you're not ready to discuss tonight be available on the 19th?
There will be information on the 19th concerning the operational aspects.
Okay.
And answer operational questions.
Any other questions or comments? Please feel free. You're here for a reason. If you want to say something, we want to hear you. Okay. Do you want to get... My thought is just to send you to just take a look, see, not to oppose necessarily.
But just to monitor.
Monitor.
You okay with that, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so we're not sending the attorney in opposition. We're sending an attorney to keep a, let us report
Keep an
back.
eye on it.
Report back to what's going on, and keep us, up to speed on what the legalities are. All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for coming, and thank you for the explanation and the clarification. S's, clarifications.
I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead for you. I was ready to say something about Casabella, but you hadn't got there yet.
Okay, well, that went well enough. All right, next, Casabella Land Development Agreement. Is someone here for Casabella?
The agreements were prepared consistent with the approvals. They've been executed, I think delivered to Stephanie with all the
they have.
required monies and so forth.
Yes, they have.
I believe the staff would recommend that the board approve the development agreements for I think it's a 4-lot subdivision known as Casabella.
Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or concerns? All in favor?
Aye.
I see a Boy Scout in the audience. Sir, would you like to take the podium and explain why you're here? Thank you.
He wouldn't like to, but he will.
We would like to hear from you.
So, my name is Jose, and I'm here because I'm doing a merit badge. It's called Citizenship in the Community, and I have to go to a meeting like this and take notes about issues, and then I have to go to a governor and then interview him, like talking about the issue.
Like the governor?
Yeah, well, I mean, like a governor, I guess.
Like somebody in charge?
Yeah.
Like me?
An elected
Or like
official?
one of these folks. Yeah, that's fine, Jose.
Okay.
Feel free to stick around. We have a meeting after this regarding money, budgeting, and that sort of thing, so that might be very beneficial for you to listen to. So welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
We'll help any way we can.
And there's time between those meetings, you could interview Mrs. Lyons, and she'd be happy to spend 5 or 10 minutes with you explaining government.
You're welcome. Okay, bills list for October 6, 2015. Is there a motion to approve?
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, moving on to the announcements. We're going to next meet on Tuesday, October 20th at 7 p.m. The Ways and Means Committee is going to meet with us at 5 o'clock tonight for a budget work session. We encourage you guys to stay. We're going to hold an additional budget work session meeting on October 14th at 4, and then again on October 20th at 4:30, and those meetings will be held here. We need volunteers for the Bridgepoint Park. They're cleaning up and planting 9 a.m. to noon on Saturday, October 20th. And then we're going to meet we're not meeting on Monday, October 12th for Columbus Day. Halloween is October 24th at Doylestown Dog Park, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And Leaf Yard and Recycling, the drop-off site is every third Saturday of the month, March through December, 9 a.m. to 11 at the New Britain entrance to Central Park. And we have one more announcement. This Saturday, a team of us are walking for Jackie, one of our employees here, and it's the Leukemia Foundation, and we're raising money for that charity. Jackie is much beloved, and we hope her well, and she's struggling right now, so we're all going to come out in solidarity for our friend and colleague. So feel free to join us Saturday at
4:30 we start with registration. 7 o'clock is the walk.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock's the walk. Well, all right, and that's it for the meeting. We are adjourned. Thank you very much.